Hey everybody, if you don't know, now you know. Tina Turner done died in Switzerland in love with a good man, Savannah. Apparently she's been sick a long time. 83, not too shabby. But I'm just as sad as I was when I found out that Prince died. And it's not that um Prince died from drugs. That hurt even more. Tina Turner dying from an illness not caused by anything else other than being human is a little bit digestible, easily digestible, especially being 83. But in a subject where things get better with age, like wine, that was Anna Mae Bullock, aka Tina Turner. I think she hit her prime in her 50s and her 60s. I remember watching concerts, I believe it was on HBO, of Tina performing like a goddamn Beyonce being 60 years old. And she's the first person that I knew publicly, because, I was born in the 1900s, so I predate the internet and instant access to things. She insured her legs for $1 million. I remember that shit. That was like the talk of the town, insuring body parts for $1 million. Now, $1 million right now can't even buy you a house in the city. Working for the man. Oh, hold on. Let me pull back because I'm about to sing. For $1 million. So back then, that was like a tremendous, outrageous amount of money. But I remember that. So Jim Brown also died. I'm not into the foosball, but I know who Jim Brown is because I watch movies and I remember him being in movies. I knew he was a football player and apparently a very good one at that, but he's also clouded in not conspiracy, but some domestic violence cases and stuff like that, which is not uncommon to somebody who played football when the helmets were made out of leather. Probably, definitely, if they do some kind of brain stuff, they'll find out that he had CTE. Without a doubt, that's how I feel. But anyway, I watch movies because I watch Jim Brown. Am I wrong? I think he was in Mars Attacks, right? Isn't that Jim Brown? No, he played a boxer. Was that Jim Brown? It was I Gotta Get You, Sucker, Jim Brown. Anyway, I know who Jim Brown is from movies. I know the name. Not from football, from movies. But anyway, if I have to hear in the office all the men talk about Jim Brown and his stats, and I guess he was a running back or something, if I got to hear that all day, you know what my office is going to hear all day? One, my favorite Tina Turner song ever. And people keep the city clean. They call it Nutbush. Oh, Nutbush. Nutbush City Limit. Nutbush City. I don't know, something about Nutbush and that gets me. They call it Nutbush. Ow, Nutbush. And then my second favorite is I'm a private dancer, dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just a private dancer, a dancer for money. And any old music will do. Damn! Tina! She had one of them voices. Was she a singer? No. Like Mariah and them? No. But she had a very distinct, raspy voice like the Macy Grays, which I love because I can do that. I cannot sound like Mariah, but I could sound like Tina. I could do that. So it's easy when you're singing in the shower and you got that good old acoustics from the rainwater. Man, this morning in the shower, I was singing like Tina, baby. But anyway, what y'all bringing to the phone? What y'all bringing to the phone? But she had to leave America because, when they don't appreciate black women, you have to go where you are loved and you are praised. Okay? Leave. I'm tired. But who's the other ones that left? Eartha Kitt left. Josephine Baker left. Tina Turner left. Go where you are celebrating. I hated, child. If it didn't work out for me in America and I couldn't find me a good man, Savannah, I would have been gone. And you think I'm playing? Look at my browser history. I was definitely looking at property in Ghana. I'm big in yellow. I would have been the shit in Ghana, baby. I would have been the shit in Ghana. Big in yellow? You better tell them. Oh, is that Caribbean? What's African? I don't know. Anyway, I think I would have been lit in Ghana, baby. But anyway, it's not like Tina was active, that we're missing something. It's just sad because it is a clear definition of understanding and defining what it means to age. That's what it means. I am not 20 years old anymore. All the people I know, well, Tina Turner is before my time, but if you had a black mama, you know about Tina Turner and all these Michael Jackson. Even Michael Jackson is a bit before my time. Prince definitely before my time, but you got a black mama, you know the music. I know Elton John, Queen, Tina, Prince, the Mamas and the Papas, all of that from my mother playing the music in the car. Patty and Anita Baker and all of them, from Black Mama. So it's a bit before my time, but that was my mama's music. Therefore, I was subjugated to it as a child. It became my music until I got old enough to purchase my first CD. Trivia time, my first CD I ever bought was a Crisscross bootleg on Fulton Avenue. Was it Fulton? Yes. I was with my aunt, had a little bit of money. She had just gotten a CD player, 10 disc, I think, big Willie shit. And I bought a bootleg Crisscross Daddy Make It. That was the first CD I ever bought. And, but yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, so that's how I know that music. And I'm aging, and the music of my childhood and my yesteryear is one, Betamax, obsolete, and they're dying off. So now the music of my adolescence, these rappers are 50 and 60 years old. I'm watching them on social media at their children's graduations and their children's weddings, and they're now grandparents and grandmothers and stuff. So, I'm old. Even though in my brain, I still watch cartoons, eat sugary cereal, and act like a child and have fun, but I'm a whole grown up. I really don't think you become a grown up until 40. Because 30, you could still play around. You could still put the toe in the water of childish teenage things when you're in your 20s. And even if you're in your 30s, if you're spunky and spry, you could still do shit like that. But 40, your body tell you to sit down at 40. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to do Brew at the Zoo in June, and I'm already getting my knees and body ready for the amount of walking around the Bronx Zoo that it's going to take. And I'm going to definitely pop 2 Tylenol ahead of time. And I'm going to keep it in my purse. So when it wears off in 6 hours, I will take another one. I have to pre-med my body for fun at 40. 30, I didn't have to. I would I would come home, take 2 ibuprofen because I'll be drunk and I'll be good. Now, when I'm damn near 40, no, you have to take the meds ahead of time. Like a baby going to get shots. You give them a dose of Tylenol before they go get the shots. That is 40. But rest in paradise, Tina. The best to ever do it. Let me tell you something. Angela Bassett she did you justice, girl. I became a fan after watching Angela Bassett play you in What's Love Got to Do with It, I became a fan. Like, I know who you was, and I liked your music, and I liked your shows, but I didn't become really appreciate your journey and everything until watching that movie. And yeah. So Tina, Nutbush, Anna Mae Bullock. I don't even want to say gone too soon because 83 ain't too shabby. I hope I make it to 83. But I drank tropical fantasies and ate Chinese food every day, and pizza, and Twinkies and ho-hos and ring dings, and drank soda, and ate Flintstone vitamins thinking those were vitamins, but it's just glorified candy. So I really hope, my food is garbage, and I ate school lunch, and they definitely heated up plastics, putting all the BPA into our bloodstream, which jacked up our fertility. That's why we're not making babies, or we're making babies when we're close to 40 because we done established our careers and got good health insurance to pay for fertility doctors. And don't think it's just me. Out of most of my female friends that I went to high school with, more of us don't have babies than do. And the ones who do have babies had them after 35. That's just a fact. And more of them after 30. Just a few had kids in their 20s, but there are more girls with masters and PhDs and traveling nurses and all of this stuff, and teachers and all of this, no children. And y'all trying to tell me when they gave us that banana nut bread in that plastic container and thought they was giving us a hot meal by throwing it in the microwave, and the plastic was all melted on the banana nut bread muffin, and we ate it, it didn't do something to us, and then come to find out there's BPA. And BPA stays with you forever. Do you know the only way to remove BPA from your bloodstream is to pass it on to your fetus? So I must be good and clean because I carry two at the same time. That's why my daughter looks like a baby gorilla. She's hairy because I already passed on what is it called? Chemicals that mimic like estrogen and shit. And remember, I'm part of the soy milk era. Remember how they went after big dairy and said that dairy was bad, so everybody was drinking soy milk. And I remember that actor, he was on some HBO show where it was like somebody played sports, and he put all his friends on, and one of them name was Avi. It was the manager and his friends. It ran a long time. I don't remember the name, but anyway, I remember him going on some late night show talking about how he, got into the soy milk craze, and he was just drinking soy milk, and he started getting gynecomastia. He was working out, but he started getting breasts and being emotional and tender and breasts, and he had a lump in his breast. And come to find out, soy is plant-based estrogen. And he was drinking so much of it, he was messing up his hormones. I'll never forget that shit. So and I was drinking soy milk too because dairy was messing up my stomach. And I never touched the stuff again. And even, I didn't breastfeed, but trying to find a baby formula that was not soy, I could only find it in Israel. Isn't that some shit? All the milk was soy based. So I found that did a lot of research and found that generic, mostly all, if not all, generic baby formula in this country is made by one company, and they use whey as a base and soy as the secondary, whereas like Enfamil and Similac use soy as the base and whey as the secondary. So it was reversed, and they use a better high quality of fat in the generics. So not only was the generic better for you, cheaper, substantially cheaper, it was the better quality stuff. I mean, it was all still garbage. If I could breastfeed, I would, but I couldn't because, I got a lot of testosterone because I'm part nigga. So anyway, I try to pick the best of the best. And plus, having twins, I was spending $80 a day on formula. A day. And that was generic. Could you imagine? It would have been $160 a day on if I bought name brand. But anywho, where was I going? Oh my God, I was talking about Tina, and now I'm on baby formula. Ain't this about a bitch? This is what ramble. This is what's in my brain all the time. It is exhausting being me. It is so tiring. Anyway, rest in power, Tina. I'm gonna miss you. Not really. You know, I don't think you made any new music, but I will be annoying the fuck out of my coworkers singing Private Dancer, Nutbush, and all the other Tina songs under my breath, but loudly all day long because I had to hear Jim Brown facts. So y'all about to hear Tina facts. Left a good job for the city, working for the man every night and day. Never lost a minute of sleep. My remember the days in what I've been well, they on turning. Bright Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the do 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 do. Ah, da 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 da.